Red Solo Talk, let's talk these ideas. Red Solo Talk, let's talk these ideas. Red Solo Talk.
Welcome to the Red Solo Talk podcast, Lost Tapes. These episodes didn't make the official cut due to technical issues, sensitive information, or content that may have crossed the line. The views and opinions expressed on these lost tapes are solely those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the opinions or beliefs of any other individual or organization. These recordings are intended for entertainment and editorial purposes only and should not be considered professional advice or recommendations. By listening to these lost tapes, you agree that the Red Solo Talk podcast and its affiliates are not responsible or liable for any damages or consequences that may arise from your use or reliance on the information and opinions expressed herein. Listener discretion is strongly advised, as some content may be considered offensive or inappropriate for some audiences.
Oh God.
We getting right into it, right?
Oh God. Let's go.
We getting right into it?
Let's run into it. Let's go.
Stick it in the oxo, baby.
Damn, that shit hit me in my motherfucking throat, bro. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Red Solo Talk. First Red Solo Talk in the New Year's.
Yes, 2023.
2023.
A year to remember. Just started, but it's going to be a year to remember.
Super excited to... Hey, we're here, guys. We made it. We made it.
Who's we?
The fucking world.
No,
Me and this fucking guy.
Who are we?
Hey, let's go into it. I am your co-host, Audio Jones, and I'm here with the hostess that knows the mostest,
Manny. El Fuerte.
Hey, and so ecstatic and so excited for you guys to be here. This podcast is going to be super cool. I promise you, it's going to be super nerdy, but guess what? You're going to learn a lot, and you're going to be able to enjoy, because you're going to get two regular guys who records their...
Record our hangouts. You're hearing the conversations that do happen and would happen regardless of the camera.
Hello. You know, so as
the music. And it can't be called Red Solo Talk without having Red Solo Cups. And we got to put something in. So every episode, we start off a little icebreaker. We try a different tequila, vodka, gin, any type of spirit, whiskey. It could be beer, cocktail, anything and everything. We take a sip. We get loosey-goosey. And this year, because it's a very special New Year edition, we have a little experiment going on. I love science, so every once in a while I think of an experiment. I didn't think of this one. I saw a video where if we mix Corona beer with some
very interesting
amaretto liquor, allegedly it tastes like a certain soda. And I know what the soda is, but I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna try to see if you can guess it. So
you see these niggas trying to fuck up my keto, right? Because amaretto probably got like a bunch of sugars.
Yeah, but just do one then.
I'll do one.
So the trick is you first are going to sip it down to the end of the neck.
Okay.
All right, so I'll show you.
Sip it down to the end of the neck.
Sip it down to the edge of the neck. And then, you want to play some background? You said you got a playlist ready for us. I need background music.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys.
So...
Not doing so well in the first.
I drank it down to the bottom of the neck, and now I'm going to try to carefully not make a fool of myself. And all right, and I poured it back up to halfway.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to want to. Then you're going to want to take your thumb.
Take your thumb. Put it in the butt.
Turn it upside down. Give it a nice good mix. And then slowly release your thumb so you don't make a mess.
Claro que sí, man. You got this shit down packed, bro.
So I realized I just put my mouth and my finger all over it, so I'm going to let you...
This guy.
I'm going to let you do it yourself. You remember the rules? One of the rules, the steps.
Yeah.
Bring it down to the neck. Where's the music?
Where's the neck at? Right here. All right.
I'm excited because you said you have a playlist for me. Y'all can't hear it because copyright and YouTube sucks.
Yeah, it really does suck. I'm sorry, guys.
But we gonna enjoy it.
We gonna enjoy it. So, because it's the New Year's
Exactly.
first episode.
Yeah, we did
Super
have
hype.
a holiday break. Well,
We took some time out.
by the time this episode comes out, we might be halfway through the year anyway. So,
Oh God.
but to date the episode, we are starting off 2023. We got 2022 behind us. Oh, you know what it is? It's because it's paired with my phone. Yeah. Now you can connect.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Trying to get connected, baby.
All right. And then I can pour the amaretto for you once you drink it down.
Oh God.
And I'll give you a little preview of today's topics. So, 2023. What is in store? What do we have in store? How are we going to conquer this year? This is the most interesting for me, and I'm least prepared for this topic. But what is Chat GPT? So audio going to run us through that one. And then motivation is fleeting. Why you must master discipline.
Ooh. You know what? I've never drank the Corona in my life.
Oh, so okay, spontaneous
And
taste
it's
test.
Really, I've been bugging, bro.
So, you know, this is actually my first Corona premiere. So I've always had Corona
really-
Extra.
Okay.
So I do think Corona Premier tastes a little bit better.
Wow, that shit tastes good. Guys, I drink IPAs, so I'm new to the beer game, and I ain't gonna hold you.
Right.
I like
motivation is fleeting. Why you must master discipline. Number 5, healing yourself through fitness. Number 6, life is a tragedy and it's beautiful. Number 7, if you could talk to the 21-year-old version of yourself, what would that conversation be like? Number 8,
shit's not showing up.
creating artificial adversity for our kids. Number 9, are you living true to yourself or is it just an act? Well, you can't get it to connect.
Yeah.
It's now discoverable. May I?
Yeah. Go ahead and do your thing, man. Oh, okay. We connected, baby. All right, now
MIT.
MIT.
All right, so
Not MIT.
while we enjoy the playlist, cheers to 2023, to this experiment, and let's see how you like it. All right, eye contact.
Hey. Oh, I'll do that. I'll do that.
It tastes good.
I'll do that.
Does it taste like a particular soda?
I can't say that it tastes like a specific. You know what? I'm taking back how much I have not drank Corona in my life. That I'm like, damn, Corona tastes
Now
good.
you see why it's like one of the most popular.
Yeah.
All right, you want to know what soda's supposed to be? Mm-hmm. All right, it's supposed to taste like Dr. Pepper.
Okay. I can see it. It has the notes.
I don't know.
It has the vibes. I can't say like, oh yeah, but
I think all the videos online of people like, oh my God, it tastes exactly. I think they're exaggerating for the camera. I could definitely taste it once you know. When you know it's Dr. Pepper, you kind of see the.
no, it tastes like Dr. Pepper.
Oh, the more you drink it.
Yeah, no. It
I think
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I just don't have enough amaretto in mine.
yeah, you trust me. Now I just tasted the like after the fact, and I was like, that's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
It's legit. Like it's legit. I'm not even fucking faking. This shit is crazy, bro.
Well, success. So, we got 4 more to go, or 2 each, unless you don't, keto.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna drink another one of these because I practice keto.
Have you tried like peeing on strips?
Mm-mm.
I'm so curious about how ketosis and donating plasma, but
Yep. So ultimately, So yeah, there's strips you can pee on, and you can check your ketones. I typically try to operate from a place where, like, if I'm low in carb intake and I'm low in sugar intake, it's some people call it like lazy, dirty keto.
Mm-hmm.
If the closer you get to that, the byproduct is that you're gonna lose weight.
Yeah.
Because my intake of sugar and carb is just it's so much at a deficit that my body has to burn something.
It makes sense, yeah.
Which is fat. So
and yeah, you're not gonna overanalyze it or sit there and just do blood work every day and
and then I use keto in combination of operating from a caloric deficit.
Now, how long do you plan on doing keto? All the entire 2023?
All my life.
Oh, okay. So you just want that to, like, lifestyle?
Yeah, it's not a diet. Like, this is like, for me, it's just like, this is like, you see how people like they decide they want to be vegan.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a lifestyle choice.
It's a lifestyle choice. If I had to pick something, it would be keto.
So since it's not something specific for 2023, what are you doing in 2023?
It's funny that you asked that, Caesar.
I don't know who that is, but
you know I'm bad at that. It's funny that you asked that. Oh, for a sec. This thing is out of control. Should never get in control of the board. You know what, El Fuerte? As I take a look at what we've been doing, it started off as two guys had no idea what the fuck they was doing. And now I sit here and today in 2023, if I had to ask you, fuck it, if I had to ask you, I'm going to ask you, how long have we been doing this?
You know, so funny. I swear on my Yorkie jingle. So you know I'm telling the truth. I swear on jingle. Right before we hit record, I was thinking, I was like, you know, this is the new year, 2023. I was like, how long have we been doing this shit for?
How long have we been doing this?
When was that first recording? We could probably find it in the metadata online.
Yeah,
but it's been a while. It's been a while.
Over a year.
Yeah, I think so.
It would have to be, right?
I don't remember doing a New Year's. Like, I don't remember doing a New Year's episode. I don't know if that was just because, you know, there was a time when we started and then we lulled and then we started doing it more consistently. So I don't know if that is playing a trick on the amount of time that's passed.
I feel like it's like 2 years.
Yeah. It's been a while.
And it doesn't look like this for sure.
Oh, the early episodes?
The production is definitely a change.
And just wait till 2032.
So, Happy New Year's, guys. Thank you. If you're tuning in, thank you guys. I'm so thankful. We made it to 2023, bro. We made it. We're here. We're operating. We have an opportunity to change anything we want to change. But we made it through any adversities that we went through. 2023. This is the first Red Soul Talk of fucking 2023. You know,
I've always been against hyper focusing on the new year. You know, I've always been like, you know, anything worth doing or thinking about or blah blah blah, it's worth it in the moment. You don't have to wait. And I still, to a certain extent, live by that. But
I'm not gonna lie to you. You be coming with the vibes, bro.
What do you mean?
That fucking drink.
Oh, I know.
It's the vibes.
You killed yours.
Like, yo, bro. It is Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Once you get the right mix of Corona to Amaretto, you can really taste it. But damn, what's this?
Now you was on the point, my bad. I ain't gonna lie. Go ahead, hit it. I fucked up.
No. So I still stand by that idea. You know, if it's September and you have some epiphany or it's October and you think, you know what, this will benefit my life. To say, you know what, I'm going to wait until January to be my New Year's resolution, I call bullshit on that. And I still stand by that. However, life is a video game. We always talk about how life is a video game and you're the main character in your life. And we definitely know there's NPCs running around and XYZ. So there is something to the reset of the year, the new year, as kind of like being a level of the game. So there's something, kind of like how holidays organize you and your family and friends to have, similar schedules. To it kind of organizes life to, here's a time when we relax, reflect, and enjoy each other's company and, spread that holiday joy. Same thing with like when the new year comes, it's kind of a natural instinct to, okay, what are we going to do different this year? How are we going to improve? And yeah, so I'm excited for 2023. I'm also excited for the episode we do in 2024. Like, I'm just understanding that every year is another chance. And yeah, so what about you? What is it that you have in store for us in 2023?
2023. I'm an Aquarius. I'm a Stoic, so it's like, it's a gradual, incremental, like, as excited as I am about where I am in life, I know, like, it's a process. So I'm trying to be measured in my reaction, but it's hard because there's conversations happening that never happened before. There's experiences that are happening that never happened before, but optimistically, I'm super hype. Like, I'm so ready. I mean, is it the new year, or it just happened to fall on a time when I'm in my most transformative state? I don't know.
Yeah, and we can't know. And that's one of the beauties of doing this podcast, because the podcast in and of itself, it will hold us accountable. Because if we lay out some of our goals for 2023, it's online. It's a record of it. Our friends and family going to listen to it. And come 2024, when we look back, we're going to have to face the music of where we failed, where we succeeded. So do you have any particular goals you have for 2023?
I only have one goal.
What is that?
My one goal is burn the world down.
What does that mean for the people that aren't in on the philosophy?
Burn the world down.
I would say it's a state of mind. It's not a literal threat to the environment.
It's not.
So Greta Thunberg, relax. Don't hurt us.
It's not literal. It's a state of mind. It's a cue to trigger your motivation that would hopefully lead to you being more disciplined.
Yeah, for me, it's a mantra essentially.
Yeah, basically.
And it burn the world down. It's a intense, energetic, exaggerated way of saying you're in control of the path that you lay in front of you as you go through life on this earth.
That's what you think I mean?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's for me, when I say that mantra, that's kind of like if I had to explain it to someone who doesn't have that shorthand.
Okay. When I say burn the world down, I'm a merciful king, but I'm also a petty king. I have a list of people that will pay dearly.
Okay. So burn the world down reminds you of all the people that you're going to prove wrong.
And make them pay.
And make them pay. I like it. So you want you want revenge.
I'm living in my truth, guys. I'm not the good guy. I'm the anti-hero. Like, let's stop fucking off. Any nigga play with me, any bitch that play with me, they gonna feel it.
Yeah, I'm a good guy, and I pretend to be an anti-hero, but I'm really a good guy.
You're a good guy, but you pretend. No, I'm really the bad guy. Now I ain't gotta wear the mask no more.
Okay, wait a minute. All right, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So you still need to be held accountable, and it's my turn next. So 2023, you're gonna burn the world down.
Yeah.
Lay out some goals for 2023. Goals that are to happen within the year. That come 2024, we're gonna have a yearly ritual where every New Year episode we're gonna lay out goals, and then the next New Year episode we're gonna go back, take account, and say where we succeeded, where we failed. So, what are some of these 2023 goals that fall under the umbrella of burning the world down?
True indeed, son. True indeed.
Because the topic literally, in 2023, I'm doing...
Google me. Inside joke.
Stick it in the oxo, baby.
I'm about to walk off set. I'll stop talking. I'll let you carry this whole goddamn episode. I'm gonna sit here.
Hey, but this is nigga. You told me to bring him back on.
No, I'm saying I'm not gonna guess your answer. I'm not gonna pull your teeth. You gonna tell me what your goals are?
This nigga's nuts. All right. Let's stick to the program. I'm having the time of my life in 2023. Happy New Year's. If you're here and you're sharing it with us, I'm thankful and I'm grateful. Life is so precious. What a great opportunity. I'm not sure we get to do it again.
I'm sure we're never going to do this again.
I'm pretty sure we don't get
Time
to do
only
this
moves
again.
in one direction.
Yeah. But if you're here with us, I'm thankful. And I hope that you understand the urgency of why you have to take control of this experience. And you indulge on all the things that this experience has to offer. It's 2023, guys. 2024, some people are not gonna be here with us.
One of us might not make it to the end. Every day is precious. Time runs out.
I want you guys to understand that. Appreciate the time that we got. So, in Happy New Year's. 2023, what am I doing? I'm taking over the world.
Hold on, wait.
Burn the world down.
You need a truth bomb for that soliloquy.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
100%.
you're
Yeah.
Taking over the world.
Taking over the world. Because that other stuff, I do that. That's life. Do that regularly. Yeah, in 2023, you can expect from me more content, ebooks, CMOS supplements for those who want to follow my life plan, keto. You want to do keto, because one thing about keto is it's protein and fat focused. So there's certain nutrients that you may not be considering. I know how you can get those other nutrients. I can't give it on camera. That's something that if you fuck with me, follow me, DM me. Hey, audio, how can I do keto and get those other elements in terms of nutrient? I got you, bro. But not for free.
Yeah.
I'm just not fucking around. Cool. Let's move on.
What do you mean? So I don't get to say what I'm doing in 2023?
Oh yeah.
So I kind of wish I went first because my goals aren't as ambitious. But what I will say is 2023, I'm going to. I mean, a lot of it is personal, but this is a personal podcast. We having the conversation we gonna have anyway. So, number one, for sure, I want to get more. I want to relearn and regain my confidence in my motorcycle riding. And why that sounds like some random shit, but it's been 10 years since I've rode a motorcycle. And this year I'm just trying to fix everything that's broken in my life. And I've had a motorcycle sitting there for 10 years. So psychologically, it's like, psychologically, in my mind, or ignorantly, I was thinking like, oh, I was, my passion for riding. I just want to know I own a bike, but that's stupid. That doesn't make sense. It's broken. It doesn't run. You can't ride it. So I'm fixing that. I want to travel more, network more. I want to get in the best shape of my life. I want to turn a side hustle profitable. I've been a 9-to-5er slave since 12, 13 years old. I am very good and very well equipped to help other people fulfill their dreams. And by the end of this year, I hope to turn my side hustle profitable, even if it's $10. I want it to be in the black and not in the red. And if I can do that within a year, I'll consider that a success. Considering that, it's a new habit of mine anyway, since I'm used to clocking in, clocking out, and the money's guaranteed. Last but not least, by the end of the 2023 year, I want to have more self-defense. I want to start thinking more in self-defense. So I want to complete courses in concealed carry and have more confidence in handling a firearm and having plans in place in my home of what to do in an emergency. I always talk about it and say, we need to have drills and what to do in certain situations, and it's all talk. It never happens. By the end of this year, I want that to actually have something in place for safety and self-defense. And I want to complete a 3D printed firearm. So,
is that illegal?
Yeah.
It is?
As of right now, as of January 6th, holla to my Trumpers. As of January 6th, 2023, it's legal. So now 2024 is gonna come, and we're gonna look back at this moment, and we're gonna put it in a little corner. We're gonna play the highlights of what we said, and then we're gonna face the music, what we did or didn't do, and why.
Attest how much of that we actually accomplished.
Exactly. And we have to we're gonna use all we can. We're gonna use all our intelligence, our real intelligence, because nothing's artificial about it. And we gonna make the best year out of it. Speaking of artificial intelligence, I was thinking this whole time, how am I gonna segue into it? I was like, there's no way. But
this guy's good, bro.
There is a breaking in. Did this come out in 2020? No, this ending 2022, pretty much. November 2022.
Yeah.
A breakthrough in technology happened. Not necessarily a breakthrough in technology. We're talking about ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, open source, I guess.
I would equivocate this to being similar to the people who got in the beginning of crypto and those who got in the beginning of
the .com. Yeah, so the Industrial Revolution, the .com revolution. This is the new revolution, and it's artificial intelligence. And what makes ChatGPT special is we've had artificial intelligence for a while now, but this is the first time that it's available democratically. It's available to the masses. Everyone has access for free to a very powerful, imperfect, but powerful AI engine. And I am not super well versed in it. I didn't have the time to really dive in deep. But you, Audio, you're very passionate about ChatGPT, and you've been using it a while now. How many days have you been using it?
Several days.
Yeah.
I've been using it strategically.
So the first question is, what is ChatGPT?
It's an AI that, from my understanding, takes is linguistic for sure, and it takes the language of all what we've been inputting. So all right, so here's my theory. Elon Musk owns this.
He owns OpenAI?
This is a theory. And it's attached to Twitter.
That'd be fascinating.
That's feeding the pipeline of information, which is why this is able to produce the map. This is a theory. I don't know if it's true.
I have theories. I have some theories. I want to hear your theory, but I have some theories. But unfortunately, my theories are not YouTube safe. They are paywall safe. And we do have after hours, Red Soul Talk after hours, where we can discuss things uncensored, unfiltered. So I'll definitely be sharing my theories on there. But I'm assuming your theory is more YouTube safe. So what is it that?
I mean, so if you're on YouTube, you already know what Chat GPT
and GPT
is.
stands for?
I don't really know.
I want to say it stands for Generative Pre-Training Transformer, because essentially Chat GPT is a transformer. It's an engine that's fed a huge portion of the internet and all the information on it, and it's trying to guess and there's a word that's slipping my tongue, but it's recognition, pattern recognition, and it transforms all. Well, I don't actually know why it's called. I forgot why it's called transformer, but you can ask it anything, really. You can ask it any question, and it kind of tries to figure out to the best of its ability what the answer could be or would be, and the possibilities are endless. So
the GPT is generative pre-trained transformer.
So I was right. Pretty usual. But what I was just saying was that the possibilities are endless. And this is where I know your expertise or experience, I should say, plays a bigger part. What are some of the possibilities of Chat GPT?
If you could tap into the abilities of Chat GPT, for me as a marketer, you could tap into the concept that you don't have the right. You no longer have the copyright. You can, if you're good at asking questions, it literally would write. Damn, I don't want to give out my juice, but you know what? Whatever.
How many people watch videos and don't act?
Yeah, exactly.
You could give them every answer in the book. They're not going to implement it.
Yeah. So I could do this. I'm gonna give you a very specific answer. I want to start a company selling. Give me a product or a service.
A service.
Product or service.
Foot massages.
Foot massages. So I want to start a company in foot massages. So let's say I'm struggling to finding a name of a company. So you know what I could do? I can go into Chat GPT, and I can write this particular prompt. List. This is very important. Ask the right question. Give me a list of companies with the list. Give me a list of companies that are SEO friendly.
Search engine optimization, or
Yeah, list a name. Okay, hold on, guys. My brain is a list. Give me a list of companies. List me. List me. Hold on. Because now I'm operating in real time. Because this is really how it works. Give me a list of companies. Give me a list of company names that service. What was the
foot
service?
massages.
Give me a list of companies that service. Give me a list of companies that
Provide foot massages?
provide foot massages with the best SEO or something like that. That's very lazy. I wouldn't even, to be honest with you, I wouldn't even ask that question.
So
now you got me really thinking.
Yeah, so because the question was, what is Chat GPT capable of? So you're saying it could write copyright?
It can write copyright. It can write code. It's insane how much it can do. So now, all right. So yeah, you pulled me out of because now I'm in marketer mode. I'm in marketing mode.
Yeah.
Because now I'm thinking about massages,
Foot massages.
foot massages. Oh shit. Okay, could So,
Are you picturing sexy feet in your?
Yeah. So now I'm thinking like, how do I turn this into a business?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So what I would do I would find keywords in SEO. I would include that into Chat GPT. Use those particular keywords in SEO to produce, because it all comes down to like asking the right questions, but it's also like, what question are you trying to answer?
Yeah, because you keep, you touch on asking the right question, and I was gonna bring that up actually because everything in technology when it's new, people tend to, the initial reaction is a small percentage of people capitalize on it and turn it into something beneficial, and the vast majority of people are just focused on the fear. When the Industrial Revolution, when the printing press came about, it's good. They're focusing on the downside. When the Industrial Revolution came about, and everyone was thinking, it's going to destroy jobs and blah blah. But at the end of the day, the .com, everything, even I was thinking about today advertisements, right? I was watching a documentary on Amazon Prime, and it had, the reason I was able to watch it though was because it had ads. So I'm sitting here watching something, streaming it, and there's freaking ads. So the question was, what happens to all the cable TV and everything? What happens with advertising when now you can stream and have control? But they just, everything adapts, I guess is the point I'm making. Self-driving vehicles. I was having a discussion with someone about self-driving vehicles, and they were terrified of it. And I told them this story, and I think we touched on it before. I don't remember on or off camera, where, when elevators first became automatic, people were terrified because for years and years and years, when elevators were invented, you had an operator in there, closing the door, messing with all the mechanics to get it to go to the proper floor. When elevators became, digital and not analog, people were terrified to go into an elevator by themselves and like push the button and push like the floor, and everything happens on its own. So they had to hire attendants to just be in the elevator, just to push the button, just to push the first floor. And I bet you everyone watching this, including you and I, we never think twice about going to an elevator by ourselves and pressing a button, right? You don't think about like, oh my, it's just natural. But when it transitioned, that technology transitioned, there was fear. Same thing with Chat GPT. Everyone's freaking out about it like taking over the human brain. But at the end of the day, I believe what you're saying, and that is, it's not going to replace humans. It's about asking the right questions. So humans are going to evolve to we don't really know how to read maps anymore as a collective society because we have GPS. So that's the same thing. Chat GPT is going to be an enhancer to our brain. So now we're going to learn to ask the right questions and let Chat GPT do a lot of the work. So it's almost like, you using Chat GPT, right? How many Chat GPT, they shut it down. They said they're going to email you directly. And they say, audio, we're no longer going to allow you access to Chat GPT. However, we're going to give you we're going to give you a blank check, and you could write a blank check to, pay for a staff of people. How many people would you have to hire to be able to research, put together, and execute what Chat GPT executes for you now?
This is sound weird. Here's the reality. Technology is going to push forward regardless of your opinion. You're either going to take advantage and leverage it or not. A lot of people are going to sit here and complain about, this is gonna put this person out of work or whatever and whatever. But the reality of it is, life is happening at rapid speeds. You're either gonna operate and you're either gonna wake up and fucking. I'm sorry. Here's the reality. It doesn't matter what the fuck we talking about. At all. I'm going to make a list of things that I think that you guys are fucking care about. And the reality, I'm going to do this in hopes that I'm going to be able to garnish your attention. And it's not. Because the reality of it is, here's the real. Most of you guys are fucking sheep. All of this is a fucking show. All we doing are just everything that we do in action. It's just it's a fucking act. None of this shit is real. Everything that we're doing right now is simply, how can I appease the next moment? How can I feel better about the next couple of hours? How can I feel better about the next one? We have to be in the now. So, ChatGPT exists, for sure, 100%. You better get smart about it. This is the .com. This is before the Bitcoin happens. You know, like when you get somebody who's like, yo, you better get on this. This is the Bitcoin. You better do it. Or you're going to get left out. So, you know what? I was thinking about it. And I was like, yo, I do this podcast, right? You know, like we're doing this and we are recording our hangouts and like, what is this for? It's about the purpose. It's about driving. I want you guys to understand that we have to. We're not operating the way that we're supposed to be operating. You know what I'm saying? You know, that we're not tapping in. We're not tapping into the part of us that can operate. It's bigger than that. You guys got to understand, guys. This shit is serious. It's so serious, guys. I promise you guys. You know, like, I'm not trying to make content or nothing. It's more serious than cancer. You guys are playing with things you guys don't understand. You don't get your time back. We have a whole list here of topics, but the reality of it is, it's just another list of distractions, bro. What? You know what it? What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? On a real life level, what are we doing? Like, what do you want? I can't do it no more, bro.
Can't do what?
I can't do it no more, bro. What do you want? What do you want? Just what do you want?
I guess, what do I want in general? I want to feel content. I want to feel content with my actions.
Okay. That's fair.
I want to have a clean conscience.
Clean conscious.
Because I'm conscious. I'm a conscious being. Yeah. So as long as my conscience is clean in all realms of life, my intrapersonal, interpersonal, when what I see in the mirror, I want to be satisfied.
It's 48 minutes. This is where the real conversation happens. We spent all this time talking about, like,
So what do you want?
What I want. You know, I always talk about burning the world down. And I said, what does that mean? And what does it mean to me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I told you my version, and
because it's like I want to be a petty soul, right? You know, I'm an Aquarius, whatever that fucking means. I want to. It's weird because as good of the person that I want to project, I want to rain down my vengeance. You know, I want to rain down. But then the conflict of that is just like, I know that's not right. You know what I'm saying? But it's not people. It's not people. It's not people.
Who defines what's right or wrong if it's what you want?
It's my ego. It's me. The guy that I want that wants to rain down hellfire is me on me, because I said I wasn't supposed to be here. I wasn't supposed to be here. So I'm in a constant conflict. The war that's inside my head, it's funny. Because I told your sister one time, I was just like, I would blow my head off if I had woke up and thought the thoughts that she thought. And then I humbled myself. I said, what makes you so great? What makes you think that you have it all together? What makes you think you're just a walking,
You know, it's crazy. You know, I've always I've daydreamed about this where which is humbling in and of itself. Where I've daydreamed before, where I was like, you know, because it's two sides of the coin, right? Someone might enter my body and my brain enter my I don't know. It's a paradox, right? They somehow can enter my consciousness while retaining their consciousness. So it's a paradox. But hypothetically speaking, they're able to become me while at the same time still processing it through them. And you know, on one side of the coin, they'll go do that and be like, oh my God, this guy is amazing. On the other side, they might be like, wow, if I was him, I'd be 10 times better than he is now. I'd be, you know, so it's that you don't know. And it's that paradox. You don't know if I were you or you were me, you know, if you were me, would I be a multimillionaire? Or if I were you, would you be a multimillionaire or the other way around, negative, positive, you know? If you were me, would I be homeless? Or if, you know, that is it's why it's actually the reason why I can be such an asshole, but also consider myself a good guy, because I appreciate that nuance of you just don't know what that person is going through. You don't know how their brain works, how they're processing thoughts, what information is in there, what experiences is in there. What is it that's making them tick?
Which allows you to hit the bomb button. So, 100%. Great. Revelation. Don't judge people. Because in reality, you don't know what... I would rather understand people in their context before I decide to say, this guy is this. At the same time, I'm in this constant conflict because you have to be businessman, entrepreneur oriented, and you don't have the time to grant certain graces. You got to be fast and say, like, we have a mutual friend whom helped me with my trip sending. Yeah. Could you see yourself hiring that person in full capacity with without no concerns and no worries?
No.
Damn. You know what's crazy? I agree with you too. Yeah, but I understand that.
I see potential in working in hiring him in the future. I see potential, but I mean, then again, there's potential in everybody. Yeah. So that's a. You know what the bigger question is? I guess it's like, would you hire yourself? And if you wouldn't, or you would, why? Why not? That's all we have power over, control over.
Would you hire yourself? Not me, because I'm in the constant pursuit of trying to overthrow.
Would I hire myself? Would I hire myself? I would say yes.
Well, for sure, because I would hire you.
And I don't know how,
because you would. The way you do stuff is how you always do stuff. And how you do anything is how you do everything.
Yeah,
that's the right thing,
huh? How you do everything is how you do anything.
No, how you do anything is how you do everything.
Yeah, we won't argue.
All right.
They're both right. I just prefer one's more poetic.
For sure.
Yeah.
I would hire him. So I'm putting his resume out there. Like, if you wanted to get El Fuerte to do a job, he's going to do to the 10th degree. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And would you hire yourself?
Fuck yeah. But no, I'm not gonna. All right, let's keep it real. Because I'm in the constant pursuit of trying to figure out how I can own the business. No, I wouldn't. Wait.
You wouldn't hire yourself. You are hiring. Actually, you are hiring yourself, because to be an entrepreneur is to hire yourself. Actually, when you think about it, because you know that's why not everyone's meant to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Because
when you're an entrepreneur, you're pretty much saying, I'm hiring you. You're looking in the mirror and you're saying, I'm going to hire you to be CEO. I'm speaking a little bit, out of place, because this is my first year even attempting a side hustle, but I don't think I'm that far off. Right? To a certain extent, isn't an entrepreneur someone who looks themselves in the mirror and says, I'm going to hire you to be CEO of, and then you start whatever.
What's an entrepreneur?
Exactly.
Great. Okay. You're gonna give a go. I'm gonna give a go. What's an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur. Oh, this is a great one. Okay. All right, here we go, guys. An entrepreneur. Somebody who's gonna take I don't even like the way that starts. And so an entrepreneur is somebody who can take business models and make them financially successful. That's what I think an entrepreneur is.
I'm gonna disagree. because employees of a company can take business models and make them successful. I mean, we might be arguing semantics.
Yeah.
Of like exactly what we mean by
they're cogs within the systems.
Yeah.
But to create systems and then make those systems successful.
I get what you're saying. Okay, yes. Okay, yeah. I get what you're saying. We're
talking from different perspectives.
Yeah, because when you say business model, what exactly do you mean by that? Because if I start a company and I hire someone, I say and I say here's the business model, and then they make it profitable and successful. They took a business model, made it successful, but I get what you're saying, because I made the business model that involves hiring someone to take the business model to make it successful. So yeah. So I get what you're saying.
I'm smarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say an entrepreneur is someone who risks their own time, energy, and resources to make profit from an idea without any guarantees of success. You know, when I clock in at my job and I clock out at the end of the day, that's money in the bank. That is guaranteed. That is not being an entrepreneur. That's being just a 9-to-5 worker. The entrepreneur is paying my check and does not have any guarantees that there's going to be a plus sign at the end of the accounting papers that's going to bring them money. And that to me is what makes you an entrepreneur.
I like it. I mean, for the most part,
There's a lot of ways to skin
I
a
can
cat,
find
right?
some objections and be like, well, what if you have a lot of money and a lot of resources and you just decide you want to start a business?
You're an entrepreneur. You have no guarantee that you have no guarantee that is going to bring in money.
Okay.
The workers do. The employees do. There's a guarantee there. It's a guarantee, 100%. I can guarantee, I can budget exactly how much money I'm going to bring in because I worked X number of hours. It's a clear transaction. An entrepreneur might go 3, 4, 5 years. I think the average amount of years an entrepreneur goes before a business is successful is like 12 years. You have to run a business for 12 years is the average. I'm sure that, that changes with technology like ChatGPT or the .com bubble or crypto, things change. But in general, I think the consensus as of now is 12 years is the average time a business takes to be like.
Talking about ChatGPT, we had a little tangent.
Yeah. But I was just saying that, so an entrepreneur could spend 3, 4, 5 years losing money. No employees losing money.
True.
Because the second they clock in and clock out, they're only generating. But it's guaranteed money. So that is to me what separates. What you were saying?
Gotcha. ChatGPT. Amazing, revolutionary.
I ain't in keto. I'm second.
I know, right?
No peer pressure, but
we made us a little science experiment, right? With this new technology, the project was we had to come onto the podcast and create a browser extension.
Oh, that's right.
Using ChatGPT.
You ain't lying.
And I found mine, but I'll let you start with yours.
No, you go first because I kind of forgot, so I'm gonna have to think of one.
So I found, because I'm in the market space of dating, not really dating, but whatever. I found that people really have a affinity to astrology. So I was like, it happened to me today. This is how I got my answer. It was like, this person said, I would really love to learn your moon and fire sign or something. I didn't even understand what none of that shit mean. I was just like, bitch, I'm an atheist. So I said, oh, wait, but if I can create an app, not to say that an app doesn't already exist, but an app that could answer that question, was your moon sign and your fire sign. So basically, women really subscribe to. You know what? I think I will take another one of those bitches. Yeah, it was very tasty. Women subscribe to astrology. So I would create an app that can match all the different versions. So if you found out let's say my birthday or something, whatever, and then you would use that in, I guess, mathematically, in some form of fashion, say, okay, he's in Aquarius and I'm such and such. And it would be an extension that you would just add. Or
Okay.
$1.99.
Okay, wait a minute. So when I think of a browser extension, right? I think of something of it doing something automatically in the background. For example, the Honey extension goes through all the coupons in the database of multiple sources and runs them for you, and then spits out the best, if any, coupons, right? The ad block extension goes through and actively blocks all the ads from popping up.
Okay.
So I don't understand. Mm-hmm. I gotta mix the amaretto, my brother. Or you only want the beer?
I guess I just found out that I actually do like Corona.
So you want the beer by itself?
No.
So when you say what you described to me, where I'm struggling here is, if I had your birthday, right, and I Googled what sign is this birthday, I'm gonna get the answer. Where's the extent? I don't understand where it's the extension.
How does it operate as an extension? Wholeheartedly, I agree with you.
Oh, my bad. This is what you want. I was going to give you the bottle. So here's an idea for my extension that I thought of right now on the spot, kind of. Because I forgot. My bad. It wasn't on the list. It was not on the list. Anyways. You're lying. Well, I am lying because I didn't taste it yet. All right, dude. It does.
No, it does. Legit.
So here's my browser extension, and then we'll go back to what you, because I still don't get exactly how it's up. But my extension is this. So when I go online, right, and I research, when I want to buy a TV or a concealed carry gun or even the podcast equipment we're using, I have to go through a bunch of different sources to figure out what is the best one. But what if there was a browser extension? Voting, right? Oh my God! What do you know the term for? So there's a name for when you vote, where there's either majority, or there's the tier system where you can vote first, second, third place, and it's like there's a name for it where I can vote I want this person to be president, but if he doesn't win, I want this is the second place, and then it's weighted. It's like weighted voting. But anyways. A browser extension that has, let's say 10 different sources or 10 or whatever, depending on the topic. So whether it's technology or this or that, movie. And for example, movies, right? You'd have 10 different movie reviews. For technology, you'd have 10 different technology sites, CNET, ratings, whatever. And for example, to buy a new TV, when you put, what is the best TV, it generates through all the different sources and spits out, what are the best options collectively from all the sources. And it's just a way to have some confidence in what you're choosing, but not wasting the time of doing the legwork of going to each individual. Okay, CNET said this TV's the best. Our rating said this TV's the best. Tom's Guide said this TV's the best. Consumer rating said, instead of that, it's like, oh, this one has this much percentage of multiple sources saying it's number one. This, and so that's my browser extension idea. So what exactly did you mean by? And don't steal that shit, because I just thought of it right now and it might be worth.
Yeah, you shut down my shit. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, damn, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
So what did you mean exactly by give me the real world example of someone using this browser extension for astrology?
Okay. This is where I'm going to have to be real, guys. It was never my intention to use chat GPT this way. Only because I saw various far more opportunities. So
With ChatGPT or AI in general?
ChatGPT,
Oh.
yeah. Like what you could do with it, or what I am doing with it, it's like low hanging fruit to me. Yeah.
No, can I? Because you reminded me of an idea that I have for AI when you were speaking about dating and stuff. Can I share it? May I? Okay, because I want to hear your your thoughts of the merits of this idea. So I'm somewhat familiar with AI and its capabilities, not ChatGPT, just artificial intelligence in general, how it works with the black box and the input and the output. I've discussed before, maybe to you, but definitely to other people and to myself, the idea of a dating app where, if you were able to generate a 24-hour experience of what you do on your phone, and you can import that, and so I can go through and see what is 24 hours, what happens on your phone in 24 hours. What do you search? What do you do on it? You would get an insight into who that person is, because I think everyone's on their phone so much it's becoming an extension. We're flirting with being cyborgs.
Singularity.
Yeah. So that got me thinking. Imagine a dating app, right? That goes through your phone and goes through all your conversations. Every conversation you have with everybody on your phone. That's your family, your friends, your coworkers. And you know what I realized? If someone were to go through my phone and go through our conversations, and my conversation with my girl, and my conversation with my friend here, my friend there, my coworkers here, everyone has a different version of you. So there's the version of you that exists in my brain. There's the version of you that exists in your mom's brain. There's the version of you that exists in your brother's brain, your boss's, your business partner's brain. You know what I mean? Everyone has a version of you that exists in their brain. And in my opinion, you are the collective of all of those versions of yourself. So imagine an AI that can go through your phone and figure out exactly who you are, maybe even know you better than you know yourself, because it's taking all those conversations and putting that through an algorithm of the dating app and finding your match. Because everyone's putting in who they really are. The AI is doing the work. The AI is not going to lie, because the version of you that exists in my brain might not be 110% accurate. The girl you go on a date with is going to have a version of you, and so on and so forth. So imagine that AI, that dating app that uses AI to be like, this is legit. There's no faking. When this AI app says, you know what? For example, let's say, oh, boom, Lorena is the one for you. They're not just saying that. They're saying that based on all her conversations, all the philosophy they've understood of who she is, based on all the shit that's in her phone, and how is that compatible with what's on you, with who you are, so on and so forth. That to me would, I kind of stole that from Black Mirror, because there is an episode of Black Mirror. Now that I think about it, there's an episode of Black Mirror that involves with dating. But this is like real world shit, because AI is real. It's here, like you said.
I agree with you. I am struggling in real time
With the AI talk? What is on your mind? Other than Lorena.
I know what we doing, and I know what we doing with purpose.
The purpose of this podcast? The purpose of this podcast, in my opinion, and I can only speak for myself. Why do I do the podcast, right? Okay, yeah, we're recording our hangouts, but why? Why do we hang out is the question. And to me, I cannot separate my thoughts and philosophy and principles, I cannot separate that from exercising my thoughts and my ideas and my principles. And you can't fake that. You cannot fake that. I think I would be a different person if I didn't have the conversations I have. Not just with you, but with everyone. You and I just have this common interest in podcasts or whatever, so we record them. But the reason why I think these types of conversations are important, that's why we always talk about it. These are the conversations we have whether or not the camera is on, is because when you say your thoughts out loud, when you hear a real human being interpret it and regurgitate their own thoughts, I've had conversations. I've taken topics for the podcast and had conversations with other people about those topics. I'll just go through the topics and have conversations. So I'll be like, okay, these 2 topics, I'm going to talk to this person about it. These 2 or 3 topics, I'm going to talk to this person about it. And in real time, my thoughts form and get clear and better about the topic. And then I come here, and then by the end of all that, my ideas, what I believe, everything is clear. It's more concise, and I move forward through life better. It's my thoughts are refined through discussion.
Absolutely. So that's right. Hit that bomb.
So stop shitting on the podcast.
No,
audio.
I'm not shitting on the podcast. I'm getting to a place where
because the big picture is this: as we go through life, and there's more episodes, there's going to be a progress. Because if we are progressing through life, there's going to be a progression recorded on the podcast. We can't skip ahead. There is no jumping ahead, and we could stop doing it, and then get successful to a point where we feel worthy of recording our conversations, but then there's no record of that progress. So but speak your mind, man. Speak your mind. Don't hold back. What's going on in there?
What's going on in the brain, right?
Yeah.
It's weird because there's an internal war that's going on right now. With the version of me that is operating in this world. Mind you, I've been on keto. I don't eat bread. I don't eat no carbs. And there's liquor in my system, and now there's sugar in my system. Not to use that as a
what are the
not to use that as a excuse. You know what I'm saying? But I'm at a point in my life right now, right, where it's like, okay, we're gonna do a podcast. In real time. Meaning in real time, okay, this is happening. We know this for sure. All right. We've been doing this for a year plus, whatever. It's all unscripted. We have a whole script. This is in real time. I don't know how to fake it no more. I do not know how to wear the mask. I just it crumbled. I don't know how to be the version of me that started this show is not the me that I am today. Not in a bad way, not in a good way, but I'm fundamentally different. That where I think that evolution is insistent on what we set out to do. You know, because we were toying we were toying with an idea, you know, and now I'm at a point where I'm just like, all right, am I getting fundamentally not that word? Am I don't know how to wear a mask. I don't. Just be real.
Are you saying that you need a mask to do the podcast? Or are you just saying that you want to do the podcast without a mask?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to fucking operate in. It has to be true. It has to be all truth. Even if I don't like the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is very important. This is a therapy session, guys. I'm sorry. I thought I was getting a show, but like I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, you can try to do this and you can try to recreate these
You know, that's the beauty of what we discussed earlier, or we have discussed in the past, where the beauty of the podcast, if it's able to survive, let's say 10 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, there's going to be all these, because it's recorded in real time, there's going to be all these phases. There's going to be all this progression. There's going to be all these ups and downs. And, you know, I have my first kid. My first kid dies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be, that's the beauty of it, in my opinion, is it's our version of home videos.
yeah.
Even the episodes we already have, it's like my grandchildren will be able to watch all of them that exist and have an insight into how I am and how I think and how I carry myself that would be impossible to recreate.
True indeed. I'm sorry, guys. There's a disconnect right now.
But we ain't Sharp and Skip Bayless. We ain't Skip and Stephen A. Smith. This is real, and what's real survives.
Yeah. And I do apologize. I'll come back and I'll explain it. But
this is just the first episode of 2023, so there's plenty more time in the year to make more content, make more episodes, and we gonna make it happen.
No, 100%.
Yeah. So this is your boy,
the audio,
and I am the one and only Manny El Fuerte, and this is Red Solo Talk.
Stick it in the oxhole, baby.
And until next time, thank you for joining us. Bye.